Hi there. I wanted to hop on to quickly explain to you what the Loyalty Reward Program, LRP, is and why it might be a good fit for you, along with all the details that you would need so you feel comfortable. What you'll want to do is just go to www.doterra.com, and what you'll do is you'll log in over here, right? You've got your member ID and your password, which has a number and a capital letter in it. All right, once you're logged in, you'll see your name up here, and you'll see these two options on the right. Maybe you've created a one-time order before. You're always going to see your 25% off access with that, so that's a great option. But I tell people that if you're to the point where you feel like even one oil a month is something that you're purchasing, then the Loyalty Reward Program is for you, because the flexibility is fantastic here. And there's no minimum requirement, just something every month, and you can customize it as you go. So I want to show you exactly what those details are. Let me share a different screen with you really quickly. See if I can find it. All right. This is what I want to share with you next. I like this image just because I like charts, right? Okay, so here's the way the Loyalty Reward order works. It is going to be a monthly order. And so it will be scheduled to ship at the same time every month. My date is the 5th. Today is February 2nd, so mine's going out in 3 days. I'll show you what that looks like. And even if you just have a low month, you want something as basic as just the lip balm or a little bottle of lemon, there's no minimum. You have to order just something to maintain. However, if your order ever gets above these other tiers, then you're going to start seeing more freebies come in. So at all of these levels, including the very lowest, you will get your shipping back in points that you can spend on oils in the future. So that's a really great benefit right there. Your shipping is going to come back to you no matter what. Now, if your order is over $50 wholesale, in your cart, you're going to see it's totaling your subtotal, the price, alongside a PV number. That stands for product value. And PV is exactly the same as the wholesale price for oils. So you'll see that PV is right next to the subtotal as you're adding things to your cart. Please don't boogie, you're a little loud. If your order is over 125 before the 15th of the month, then they will throw in a free oil depending on the month. So this month it's a free Melaleuca Touch, and so usually it's valued between $15 and $25, and they'll just toss that in for free if your order is ever over 125 before the 15th of the month. So those are the two tiers that are most important. This is the little chart I wanted to point out. You're also rewarded by being on the Loyalty Reward Program over time. So you see up here, I mentioned that 50, if your order's over 50, you're going to get 10% back on that order in points that you can spend on oils, free oils later. Those points will show up in your account the 15th of the next month. So today's February 2nd, my order will go out February 5th, but I won't see my points show up in my account until March 15th. So there is a bit of a waiting period because they wait for the full month of February to be over, and then by the 15th of that next month, you will see those points get put into your account. So don't be worried if it seems like it's taking time for those to show up. However, if your orders are over 50 for 3 months in a row, then your percentage is going to go up. Now you're going to get 15% back. Maybe you have a low month after that, but then again, you need something. It's the vitamins that did it for us, but that will continue to build until you are now receiving 30% back in points towards free oils. So I tell people that I actually don't get my oils for free because I do the business. I get my oils for free because we love the vitamins. So I place that order for the vitamins, and I get 30% back of that in points that I buy our free oils with. So this is a really awesome option to consider. All right, so let's go back to the website. And I will show you what it looks like from there. All right, so we're at our login screen. And say you want to create your new LRP. You're going to click on create that new order. And it is going to offer to do a quick guide. I am going to do that for you. All right, so what you're going to see is you're going to see a calendar. And again, I would recommend choosing a date before the 15th, because that way, if you ever do have an order that's over 125, then they're going to throw in that nice free oil for you. So let's go ahead and pick the 9th. And I'm going to save my date and I'm going to shop. So you'll look for the available box and try to pick something before the 15th. All right, now I'm going to add something to that cart. So it doesn't matter what. I actually need a base hole because I've been going through ear stuff, my ear blend like crazy. All right, did I add it? Perfect. It's added to my loyalty reward order. Now you can see up here in the top right is my cart. So I'm going to go ahead and review my loyalty reward order. There's my basal. It's telling me that I'm going to get my shipping points back. Now, I don't like to spend $7 on shipping. So I am going to drop that down to $4. I'm not quite sure why there's somebody else's name there. Check your credit card information, email, all your information should be correct. And so it's telling me that I'm going to get 4 points on this order. Now, say I want to have, say I need a couple other things, like maybe some deep blue, and maybe I need some frankincense. Okay, so I'm trying to bring that order up bigger. Notice now that my PV is up, right? My PV is over 50. So the little thing in the note in the top told me now that I am going to get my percentage back in points. My percentage is 30%. Yours would be 10%. But look at that. I'm getting $35 back on my $119 order because I've got that 30% back. So it's going to tally what your PV is and what rewards you're due right there before you even save it or proceed to checkout. Let me add one more thing. I'm going to tack a breathe in here. And now I'm above that next tier. I'm above 125 PV. So take a look now. I am going to get the free product of the month. That doTERRA's Melaleuca Touch is now free. I'm going to arrive with my. All right, so I have a choice now. I can either save it and then it will be automatically shipped to me on February 9th, or I can go ahead and check out. Now, I'm actually going to cancel this one because I want to show you now what it's going to look like next time you log in. So hopefully you just saved it. You saved it. It'll process on whatever date you chose. But I already have an LRP set up for the 5th, right? Okay, so next time you log in, say you realized before the 9th that you don't actually need that breathe, or you're not ready for the frankincense yet. We'll go ahead and go log in again, and on the right, you're going to see any scheduled LRP order that's available. And so this is my new best friend, and this is where I do all of my shopping now. So what I do is I have my order set up with the things that we need this month, and thankfully it is over 125. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and process it now. All right, so I am impatient. I know for sure this is what I want. So I'm going to proceed to checkout. And I want to show you what it looks like after your order processes. Okay, so even though it's not the 5th yet, got all my information, I want to process it now. All right, so this is going to mail out to me hopefully tomorrow, and hopefully I'll get it real soon, and then here's my order confirmation, right? Okay, what I want to point out to you though now is if I go back to shop, take a look at my scheduled LRP. It doesn't say February 5th anymore. The order that I just processed now counts for my order for February. So I'm going to immediately go in and make sure I don't get the same thing twice, right? That's the thing that I'm worried the most about for you, is that you accidentally get the same thing twice and you're not happy about it. So I immediately, after I know my order has gone through, I go through and I cancel out the stuff I know I don't want. I'm going to drop this down to just one. I have been loving these cough drops, I'm not gonna lie. Scratchy throat this time of year with the weather. I think I'm good on the keychains for you guys. And I like to leave the donation in there. So now notice I'm just gonna leave one item You can make it lip balm, you can make it a bottle of lemon, whatever you want. And my order now, if I forgot before March 5th, and it accidentally mailed it to me, it would only be $15.50 that I would be out, and I would have something I know I would use later. So that's how I protect myself. So I'm going to save that to process on March 5th. On March 5th, I'm going to save that there. All right. So now, if I go back to what it looks like when I log in, say some time has passed. I'm looking through my stuff. Now it's March 1st. I know I want more than just that cough drops, or maybe I'm still good on cough drops. This is where you go in and you edit, add anything that you want. I like my vitamins. Add anything that you want here, and you are good to go. I'll worry about that later. All right, so this is where I do all of my orders now. You can always process it immediately, and you're always going to get your shipping back. So I don't place any one-time standard orders anymore. Even if my LRP already processed, I always go through this exact same template and just keep getting the points back on however the amount looks for that month. So hopefully this has been helpful for you. I know that for me, I absolutely love it. And once you have the points to spend, you'll see this little box show up, and then all you have to do is just qualify and to start seeing you can add. So say I needed that frankincense, right? If I wanted to get my frankincense for free, I could just come up here. I can click use points. And now look at that. My $70 oil is now nothing. I still am only going to be paying that $15 for the On Guard throat drops. And then they do add a $3 point redemption fee when you're redeeming points. So just because that irritates the fire out of me, I always save up a bunch of points to redeem at once. That way I'm getting a $70 order and the $3 fee doesn't feel so bad. Or I'm getting 3 free bottles of frankincense and the $3 fee doesn't bother me so bad. So know that that's a little thing to watch for as well. All right, thank you for your time. I hope this was helpful. Feel free to ask any questions you run into. There is also one last thing I wanted to say. They just released the ability to sign up for text messages. So I believe that's under account profile. I will look that up. I'm not going to click on it because all my personal information will show up. But if you snoop around, there is a way to get a text message reminder before your LRP processes, and that is another measure to protect yourself from getting 2 orders of oils back to back that you may or may not need 2 months in a row. All right, you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for your time.